Once upon a time, a very small prince rolled a very big ball, and somehow that changed my life. I've been playing Katamari since the PS2 era, and from the moment I heard the new Once Upon a Katamari announcement, I basically launched myself into orbit. So today, let's talk about why this series still hits so hard after all these years. Let's be real, it's the music. Let's go. Alrighty, here we are inside of Once Upon a Katamari. Apparently the first Katamari game in 14 years or something like that, which is insane to me. Like, that is wild. I remember how old I am when stuff like that happens. But either way, I was very into this game from the beginning. Was the first game that got brought to the United States, and so like, really what it's about is the music for me and the silliness factor. It's peak cat bullshit. Like, you get a fantastic song, and fun gameplay and goofy behavior, and so I'm totally in. So what we're gonna do this time is, as with all things, I'm gonna try to minimize the amount of story that I actually cover. The only reason why is twofold, kind of, in this case. The first one is that the story isn't really all that important in this game. It is there, and it is silly, and it is worth paying attention to. It is not important. And then two, I feel like those are the types of things I like to leave for you all to experience. And so that is why I will be leaving most of that, skipping most of that, so that I can show you really mostly gameplay. So, as you can see, a couple nights ago, as I'm recording this on the 5th, I did play a bit of it. But let's start from the beginning. So you can already kind of tell with the cow mooing. The cow mooing to start the game. It's a goofy one. So, let's get going. And I'm just going to play a little bit of the music so that you can kind of get a feel for it, because the music is, I almost feel like, as much a character as everything else is in this game. I still have some of the original songs get stuck in my head from time to time. There is some DLC that brings back some of the older songs, and I definitely got that as well as the soundtrack, because I'm always grateful to have this music when I need a pick-me-up during the day. So yeah, this, like, astronaut family has been kind of part of it since the beginning. I like the cactus Katamari. Like, I hope we get to see it. There's some dinosaurs coming up. Yeah, here it is. I'm excited for that one too. But yeah, that kind of gives you an idea of how the music is and what the silliness factor you should be prepared for is. So let's get started. All right, for skipping, we are pressing A. And I am playing this on controller. I do feel like most of the time I like to play games with keyboard and mouse, but this game really does lend itself well to controller. Unsurprisingly, because I think it is kind of created console first. So that gives you an idea. Alrighty, so this is the king of all cosmos. He is our dad. He is a very negligent father and king. And so he's kind of just telling us, he's kind of the person that tells us what to do and gives us our quests. So you will see a lot of him, and that is his voice, that kind of like scratching of record sound. You can see what I mean. See, the music comes in right away, and it is a bop. So I'm here for it. When I heard this music, I was like, I'm so ready to roll some stuff. Let's go. Let's wait just a second. Good. Alrighty. So, I'm going to use the usual controls. There are simple controls if you just want an easier experience. No shame in the game. I am actually just used to the usual controls and have muscle memory for them, so. To the point where they actually give you some skills sort of drip fed to you, and I tried to use some of them before I had them available to me. I was like, why? Did they remove this? Nope, I just wasn't at that point in the game yet. So, I'm gonna do the usual controls. Oh, he's sitting, he's chilling. Alrighty, let's roll. Literally. And this is very specific. Like, you have to do it properly, and just the thing on the box. All right, trying to get used to rolling. We always believed in you. That is such a lie. He's basically your antagonist in the first game. Kind of like treats you like garbage. I have to be careful not to lock in because this is very, like, lock-inable. You're just like, okay, there's all this stuff for me to just grab. Oh, nope, there we go. The other cool thing about this, which you can kind of see, is that, oh, he's gonna teach us one more thing. And then this is how we get over things. So, like, in this case, the book. Stack of books. So yeah, one of the things I was gonna say is, as you can probably tell, this is a very Japanese game in both its like sense of humor and its aesthetic. So it is the reason why I know what a bunch of odd little like Japanese cultural items are, is because I've been playing these games for so long. So it's like, oh yeah, I know what that is. I've rolled up a ton of them. Alrighty. But yeah, and it will, when we get out into the thing, I'll point something out to you. And you can pick up everything out here. You don't have to though. You can just move along, which I think I'm ready to do. Alrighty, let's go. Up and over. Alrighty, and now we are in the main room. You're fabulous. Thank you. I am fabulous. Now, this is where we start learning some of these other, which I will very happily take. This is where it's going to teach us. So the Prince Dash. And Prince Turn, which is actually very helpful. That was the one I was trying to get to use before. Prince View lets me take a look around. There you go. Alrighty. It helps a lot actually. Oh, and then this is the view of the actual Katamari as it exists. It's a fabulous looking magnet! How does it work? He doesn't know. What does it do? Don't ask us. Try rolling it up. The Prince. Surely something lovely will happen. Probably. More than likely. So yeah, these serve various functions. I have only gotten access to the magnet. So I will show you the magnet in just a moment. Those magnets are different than the other magnets, to be clear. I just grabbed that pencil straight out of the pencil sharpener. Oh, that's the purse. Okay, I'm having trouble seeing because I need to just pick a different angle. Ooh, it does not like me going up there. Okay. Now, this is... And I only just realized what I was supposed to be doing here. So let's take this, and then what it wants us to do, it's going to... Yeah. Aw. So my magnet power is gone. And then this is Cosme. These are the cousins, apparently. Because one of our parents, apparently, despite being the king and queen of all cosmos, had siblings. And so we are needing to go get them. Because they are being a pain. So I need to roll up this sick filth. Oh my gosh. Apparently I rolled up a newspaper. That should make things interesting. I will be very oddly shaped now. There we go. Oh, nope. I lied. We are not going. All right. Oh, we got it. We got it. We got it. We got it. Okay, there we go. We got the cousin. Okay. You have this much time remaining. Finishes off. And then he also says, oh, hey, by the way, if you're done, press X. If you, I think that's like, hey, if you finish your size requirement, he's the king of all cosmos, he's a bit of a size queen. If you finish that, you can start, or you can just stop where you're at. Alright. Okay. This is very difficult to tell how big my actual Katamari is. It's very difficult because it's so oddly shaped. That is actually one of the worst situations in this game. Is it's like, oh, now one side is very odd, all wrong shaped, and now you're okay. So we're gonna print split this. Nasu. Slam-a-jamma into everything. And that's about it, apparently. It's a decent display of skills, even for you, the prince. See? He's like, oh, we always believed in you. That was good, even for you, you stinky, stinky bully. Alrighty. So.
By cleaning everything,
more story.
They discovered...
Here's our king of all cosmos. Look at him. And then we have a ship. Apparently now we have a UFO. Like I said, you can come back and rewatch this later. All right. So this is the person we're rolling around on. Apparently I crashed. We've reached our target era. Leave the SS Prince for now. In the meantime, rolls a Katamari. Let's see now. How about this much time to make this big Katamari? Alright, so this is the actual game. Now we are officially in the actual game. So, we're going. Now, the cool thing is, he's congratulating us for doing our job. Alrighty, so we got our kickin' ass music. So, there's that. Now, what you will notice is that as I roll things up, down on the bottom left-hand corner, which I don't think is covered by... No, there it goes. Okay, I just wanted to check and make sure it wasn't covered up by my overlay. It gives you an idea of what I am rolling up, and then does something like, for example, that one right there, where it's like, oh, hey, your Katamari is as big as this. So now I've just rolled up some freshwater crab. It's a very cool way to learn about some more traditional Japanese items that you might not be familiar with if they've never shown up, say, in the media that you consume. So there's a lot of little things, cultural things that I understand because I've been playing these games for so long. Alright, so he wants us to grab the crowns. And if I remember correctly, so food, that is actually just wheat gluten, hilariously. And some of it is not well explained as to what it actually is. These are dried sardines. There's a lot of food items in this one. Oh, there's somebody walking through. All this stuff is happening in... Woo! Woo! My first ever crash, yeah. Have carrots. Can you beat the prince? There's a crown. And I feel like those notebooks, yep, they're right there. I feel like those notebooks that are trying to come and get me are right there. I was correct. Those are mochi, yep. And then those, probably familiar to more people. Hello, Mori. That's, there we go. We're up and over the bento, and now we're gonna try to ride up the back of the cat, because that'll get us up there. There we go. So that's actually wasabi. That's what wasabi looks like when it's in its original form, I guess. Oh, oh, we're stuck. Luckily, free. Those notebooks are still gonna keep kicking my butt. Interesting. Okay, fish bones, still too big. Let's get that second wasabi. So yeah, now we're just hanging out, trying to get as much of this as we possibly can. Oh, we're running out of time. So the downside is that noise is horrible. You know, other than the downside of the game is almost, this round is almost done. That sound is also horrible. Red bean, mandarins. There we go. So that was the first round. You see what I mean? It's just very straightforward. It's silly. It's goofy. You get to find out about a bunch of different types of things. You get to listen to some really great music while you do it. It's very... So this is, you know, I talk about the different tracks of game. I definitely feel like this is more active than those second track games, but not so active that you need to take it seriously. Do you know what I mean? So I think if you're the type of person who enjoys something silly like this and you're looking for something relaxing or something to laugh at or something that you don't have to take very seriously, definitely consider this game. Once Upon a Katamari. It just came out as I published this. I definitely suggest it. And if this is, you know, if this is up your alley and you play this and you have fun, you have a whole back catalog of Katamari games available to you, with varying degrees of availability. So, with all that being said, let's head to the end. And that's Once Upon a Katamari. My back hurts, the room is empty, I have got 16 birds attached to a globe, and the cosmos are looking amazing. If you've ever accidentally rolled up a continent before and thought, yeah, that tracks, you know what I'm talking about. So, before you leave, smash the like button, subscribe for more cosmic nonsense, and remember, keep rolling, Kit Kats. I'll see you next time. Bye!